known for its rich commercial and cultural heritage, India has been home to some of the oldest civilizations in the world, such as the Indus Valley Civilization. The last 5 decades have seen India evolving from its culturally rich image to one of the fastest growing economies of the world. The country has shown substantial development in the agricultural, industrial, and technological sectors. In addition to this, India has also contributed significantly to world history. From the ancient times of the Indus Valley Civilization, through the British rule, to free India, the country has witnessed it all. Let's learn a little more about this country that is emerging as a fascinating blend of culture and technology. We'll start by locating India on the world map. As you can see, India spreads across both the eastern and the northern hemispheres. India's latitudinal stretch is between 8.4 degrees north and 37.6 degrees north, and the longitudinal stretch is between 68.7 degrees east and 97.25 degrees east. A study of the map shows that the Tropic of Cancer at 23.30 degree north latitude cuts across the country, dividing it almost into 2 equal halves. Did you know the Tropic of Cancer is the northernmost latitude at which the sun can appear directly overhead at noon? Coming down, beyond the mainland, the country extends further to the south. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are the extensions of India in the southeast, and the Lakshadweep Islands in the southwest. So, you see that India is a big country. But exactly how big? What is the country's area? The total area of the Indian land mass is 3.28 million square kilometers. This accounts for nearly 2.4% of the total land area of the world. If you compare India's size to that of other countries, India is the 7th largest country in the world. Now, let's focus on the outline of the country in the map. Let's see if you can make out the natural features bordering the country. As you can see, young fold mountains cover the northwestern, northern, and northeastern borders of the country. The total land boundary of India measures 15,200 kilometers. Starting from 22 degrees north latitude down towards the south, India is bordered by the Bay of Bengal in the east, the Arabian Sea in the west, and the Indian Ocean in the south. In fact, the tapered shape of southern India divides Indian Ocean into the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. India's total coastline, including the outlines of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Lakshadweep Islands, measures 7,516.6 kilometers. Did you know the southernmost tip of India, called the Indira Point, got submerged under the sea in the tsunami that struck the country in December 2004? Now, looking at the map, can you identify which extent is larger? The east-west stretch or the north-south stretch? The east-west stretch of India looks smaller than the north-south stretch. However, if you actually measure the distance, both measure the same, approximately 3,000 kilometers. It is this huge distance of 3,000 kilometers that causes a lag between the local times at the eastern and the western ends of the country. Let's discuss a scenario to understand the concept of time lag. It is 6 p.m. in the evening in Gujarat, where you live. Suppose you are talking to a friend in Arunachal Pradesh. Your friend mentions that he is standing at the window watching a beautiful sunset. However, if you look around you, it is still broad daylight for you. How is it that it's still daylight in your city, while the sun has already set where your friend lives in Arunachal Pradesh? This happens because of the huge longitudinal expanse of the country. There is a huge distance between the eastern and western endpoints of the country. This leads to a time lag of 2 hours between the local times of the two places. However, in practice, the clocks in both locations will show the same time, because the entire country follows a standard time. India's standard time is the time along longitude 82.30 degree east. This longitude passes through Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh. This longitude is referred to as the standard meridian of India. While India's longitudinal stretch gives rise to a time lag between the east and the west, its latitudinal stretch influences the duration of days and nights. For example, the duration of days and nights is the same in Kanyakumari, which is on the southernmost tip of India. However, as you move northwards, the duration of days and nights begins to vary.